We're the big dogs of the AFC, and everybody knows that. Close quote now. That sounds a little crazy saying you're the big dogs of the AFC. On face value, that sounds wild. But in reality, I think that's all fact. If you are going to say anybody in the AFC is a big dog, you'd likely say it's the Kansas City Chiefs. That makes a lot of sense practically. But then the Cincinnati Bengals have beaten the Kansas City Chiefs 3 straight times. Joe Burrow, in fact, fun fact, has never lost to Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And not just meaningless regular season games, America. We're talking about in the playoffs with everything on the line, legacies and dollars included. Joe Burrow beat the Chiefs in Kansas City at Arrowhead to go to the Super Bowl. That was no small feat. Coming off one of Patrick Mahomes' best games ever, a duel against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, because Patrick Mahomes and those Chiefs were hot. Remember, they were up by 2 to 3 touchdowns in that game. To be the champ, you got to beat the champ. To be a big dog, you got to knock off a big dog. And the Cincinnati Bengals, 3, count them up, 1, 2, 3, consecutive times have knocked off the Chiefs. So are the Bengals the big dog in the AFC? Absolutely. We can have a conversation of who historically has been the big dog and go back 6, 5 years. But right here, right now, I love what Joe Mixon said, and his comments 2-5 are absolutely fact. Where do you stand? Fact or fiction?
I like Joe. He's fiction. He's tripping. Joe, you tripping, bro. Like, what are we talking about here? We talking about some regular season games that you beat the Chiefs? The last 3 seasons, the Chiefs been in the Super Bowl how many times? Twice. That's the goal. If you beat me in the regular season, cool, right? You beat me last year in the playoffs, cool. The goal was always to win championships. Joe, you always talk about that.
It's true.
That's the final goal. But in the beginning of the year, when we're training, you know what that is. We weight training. We're going to go to the Super Bowl, right? Lift weights. You're sprinting. You're tired as hell. Coach will talk to you. This is going to be the 4th quarter in the Super Bowl. That's the goal. That's the mindset. Winning a couple games don't make you the big dog. That'll make you the big dog. Going to the championship, winning games, that makes you a big dog.
But they did that, though.
How they do that? They went there and they got lost, took an L.
The last time the Chiefs went there, they took an L.
Confetti hit their head. It wasn't their color. Like, they lost. What are we talking about here?
I'm saying, if I'm a viewer at home and I just listened to what you said,
right.
What you said was winning regular season games doesn't matter. Going to the Super Bowl is what matters. Winning playoff games is what matters. But that's what the Bengals did. They went to the Super Bowl more recently than the Chiefs, and they stopped the Chiefs from getting there.
Talk
to me.
Right?
Here.
You got to win these games. You got to win these championships. Listen, the Chiefs won a chip, right? 3 years ago. What, 3 years ago? 3 years ago. They won a chip 3 years ago, okay? And then a year after that, they went right back. This year, they might go right back.
What happened the year after that? See, like, you're omitting information. What happened the year after that?
This is what I'm trying to tell you right here, though. I always look at, like, the 3 to 4 year span, right? That shows you what the team really is. Because in 4 years, the team will be different, right? 3 years, this team's going to be different.
Fair.
Joe might not be there. Depending on how they cut the money down, he's a running back. You know how it is. So I'm saying, we look at the Chiefs right now. I'm not going to talk about the Bills because they up and coming. Like, Josh Allen knocking at that door. Like, hello. So he's right there. But if you look right now at the Chiefs, in 3 years, they've been in the championship. They've been to the Super Bowl 2 times and they won one. And they might go back this year. Talk about big dog. Come on, man.
Fact or fiction, Joy Taylor? Where do you stand on Joe Mixon's comments?
Oh.
That's how I feel, too.
I don't know. It feels like fiction, but it's like one of those books you're like, this is like 1984. Like, it's like almost like too real to be fiction. He's not wrong, but I feel shady. Like, the AFC is the Chiefs. I understand they were just in the Super Bowl, and really, technically, they're still the AFC champions until someone knocks them off.
Oh, no doubt.
Or until they're knocked out. So I understand where he's coming from saying this. Now, some thoughts are better being inside thoughts.
Yeah, there you go.
We have inside thoughts and outside thoughts. I don't have a problem if you're talking trash, but more often than not, I would say, particularly when it comes to team sports, talking trash doesn't really go in your favor. If you're a boxer, you want to hype the fight up, like, okay.
More sales.
Yeah, hate him. And they're hugging afterwards. You know how it is. This feels like some unnecessary bulletin board material. I don't know that he's wrong entirely, but you're about to go into the playoffs. And by the way, this weekend against a team that is still playing with pride.
They're hungry.
Yeah, they're hungry.
Here's my question for you, Joy, and to some degree, Shady. I'm tired of hearing of your answers. And my question to you, Joy, is this. How can we say, like, technically they're the AFC champs. They're the AFC champs in reality. How can we say even like he's kind of right if he's never lost to the Chiefs? They were in the Super Bowl last year. They beat the Chiefs. Isn't he like in totality right? Like I don't even see how he's partially wrong.
I could see how the Bengals would look at a Chiefs-Bengals conversation and be like, why do you feel that way? We always beat the Chiefs. We beat the Chiefs in the regular season.
They don't do that.
Chiefs in the, I don't know about all that. They beat the Chiefs. All right. They don't know if they beat them like that. We beat the Chiefs in the regular season. We beat them in the postseason. We always beat the Chiefs. So I can see how the Bengals feel that way.
Yeah.
But I think that the Chiefs have more of a resume. We have more evidence that this is what the Chiefs are.
Yes.
Wait. Are you a dog lover?
That's a bad question.
He's not. Are you a dog lover?
I like dogs.
You a dog lover?
I love dogs.
So I'm a dog lover. So I know all type of dogs, right? And today I was with my dog at the dog park, real quick. That's cute.
I saw that.
There's like 20 dogs running around, hopping around, right? But there's one alpha dog. So for a second, so the Bengals might think in their head, well, we beat the Chiefs 3 times in a row. We the big dog in the AFC. But to the whole AFC, if you ask them, in the dog park, all these dogs might have their own little individual battles. There's one dog that walks around and everybody knows, oh, that's the alpha.
Sure.
And that's the Chiefs.
I like that. I like that point.
Yeah, I know. You should like that.
I like that point.
I like that point,
Is that your dog?
But Dave,
that's my dog.
Dave, as we transition to you, I do believe there is usually a big dog on every block, a big person on every block. Let's remove that word dogs from it. But that one person who can't be beat does know there's always somebody who got their number. Justin Gatlin, he couldn't be beat by Americans. But go to the Olympic stage if you want to. Usain Bolt around the corner.
Right.
He there for you. So, like, the Chiefs can't be beat by most teams. But the Bengals are around the corner looking, Dave Helman, where you stand, fact or fiction?
This is the epitome of my favorite GIF on the internet, which is the Alonzo Mourning GIF, where he's like, he's all mad, and then he's like, well, okay. Like, that's what this is. Like, Joe Mixon's right. I love to pull out the stats about what the Chiefs are. I think they're the model for stability. They're the model for dominance in the AFC right now. I love to say they haven't missed the AFC title game since Patrick Mahomes became the starter. But do you think Joe Mixon cares about that? The NFL is a recency league. Think about this. And I love the Chiefs. I picked them to win the Super Bowl, so miss me with that. But the Chiefs' Super Bowl title happened before COVID. Like, we had never said that word when the Chiefs last won the Super Bowl. And then when they went back,
that did happen.
They got smacked around by your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You were there. You did that.
And then last year,
what happened?
The Bengals beat them on their own field in the AFC Championship game. Not the playoffs, but the AFC Championship game. And then people like us, and I did it too. I had my doubts about the Bengals this year. I absolutely did. We're like, oh, flash in the pan, Super Bowl hangover. Are they going to be as good this year? They won 12 games. They've won 8 in a row. They beat the Chiefs this year. A Chiefs team that definitely circled that game on the calendar and emphasized beating them. So, of course, I think the Chiefs are the model for what you want your franchise to be right now. But the Bengals shouldn't be afraid of them. And if Joe Mixon says that, I agree with Joy. That's why I don't have the competitive edge of an NFL player, because I would be no.
But why?
Because I'm not trying to give a team that's been to the AFC Championship game 4 years in a row a reason to be even more pissed off than they already are. And I'm sure they are.
I don't believe that, Dave. They're already mad.
It's gotta piss the Chiefs off that they haven't been able to beat the Bengals.
You have some on your mind.
Listen, I'm a very high-level trash talker. Superior, elite. I enjoy it. I did it. But I'm also strategic. You sometimes it's better to wait until afterwards. You know, certain people be like, all right, we'll let you think that, and then afterward, after. This would be one of those situations. But I don't have a problem with you talking trash. It's just be more. To me, why give a great team? By the way, we're just omitting the Bills because he's also dissing the Bills.
Yeah.
But in their mind, the Bills haven't done like anything.
Sure,
like
but the Bills could also use this as bulletin board material.
Sure.
In fact, the whole AFC could use this as bulletin
the
board.
Bills are who the Bengals would have to play next if they win.
Shady, you know this because you were that dude in the NFL for so long. Sometimes you can telegraph your punch, still throw it, and still land. If you that nice, you could have told defenders, hey, I'm about to run a option route on you. I ain't gonna be able to stop it.
Yeah, but
I know what's coming. If you that nice, you can't be stopped.
I don't think the Bengals are that. I think the Bengals are a good team. I don't think they're just automatically that's the favorite to be doing that. Now, if the Chiefs was talking like that, I would feel better about that. Okay, Got the coach to do it, got the quarterback to do it, got the players to do it. You won championships, you've been right back. Yeah. So let's say if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl this year, that'd be 3 and 4 years. That's like almost dynasty type of talk. So I can see them doing that. I can't see Joe and I can't see the Bengals talking heavy
Here's
like
my
that.
question. Shady was the one on the desk. I got to see all four of us. We don't need the highlights. We don't need the highlights. Shady was the one on the desk who initially doubted the Bengals before the season. Is this where this comes from? Because, like,
I respect them now, though. Yeah,
but why don't you view the Bengals as equals to the Chiefs? Because what happened in 2019, Shady, is a long time ago. In the last 3 years, they've both been to Super Bowls, they've both been to AFC Championship games, and they both won 12 and I believe 13 games this season. Like, they are the same team in the last 3 years.
It's crazy how you're trying to make them eagle. That's what it sounds like.
They are.
Oh.
Right here, right now, they are equal.
Like, the Chiefs have the #1 seed in the AFC.
Correct.
That happens. That don't just happen.
Mahomes is a Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl winner, and a league MVP.
How you gonna win? Hold it up. So 3 years, first of all, that's 3 years. That's like the span.
3 years.
We do.
Yeah.
Everybody does that in all sports. 3 years.
Yes, sir.
So you telling me in 3 years we won the 2 championships when we won one? Like that? How are we on the same playing field?
In 3 years, the Chiefs haven't won one in the last 3 years. They won it I'm counting this season. I'm counting this season.
Don't hate.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Burrow's equal to Mahomes. I'm saying if you look at the last 1,000 days, okay, better. You got one Super Bowl that the Chiefs have been to, they've lost. One Super Bowl that the Bengals have been to, they've lost. One team won 13 games this year. I believe one team won 12 games this year. And the Bengals didn't get to play in one game, obviously, because of the tragedy.
If that's the case, it's the reason why everybody always has the Chiefs favorite to win championships. Every year. Every year. Right?
Can you at least, like, I agree with you. I mean, again, the Chiefs are the model. Like, everybody wants to be the Chiefs right now. Like, every single franchise.
But not the Bengals.
Why should the Bengals be intimidated or
That's where
afraid?
I'm at.
Well, no team should be intimidated. Dave Helman,
okay.
Jared.
You know
Helman,
that,
no
but
team-
you know some teams are, though. You know some teams are.
I mean, we lost to Brady every year. We weren't intimidated. We might know the outcome. We wasn't intimidated. All I'm saying is that if the AFC, all the AFC teams, right, they looking at this, they're like, huh? It's the Chiefs. They know it's the Chiefs. I'm not saying the team. The Bengals should feel how they feel.
Yep.
But if you look at all the AFC teams, like, you know who the big dog is. Stop playing.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Right?
But do you think the Chiefs feel that way? In the sense that the Chiefs know, like the Chiefs have lost to the Bengals 3 straight times. So they're not sitting there walking into the stadium like, Joe, we own you, because that's objectively false.
I mean, the Chiefs know how good they are.
But they also know how good the Bengals are.
I doubt the Chiefs are worried about the Bengals.
He knows that.
Even losing 3 games,
Come on, man.
I doubt the Chiefs are worried about
They got the big dogs. Big dog quarterback, big dog coach, big dog tight end. If we talking big dog talk, big dog resume, they got the real big dogs, like the pit bulls, the Rottweilers, they got all them. If we keeping it real, come on, don't, because you get me upset. Because you disrespecting some, like, I hate when people disrespect them guys. And they them guys. Joe is nice. Both Joes is nice.
And Jamar.
But the light-skinned Joe should say, yo, Joe, take it easy. Like, you getting, you know what I mean? You talking way too much right now.
Take it easy.
Come on.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.